Hi, hello, happy Saturday, hello, hi. This is me. I look happy, don't I? Very? No, fuck you, I just have an overbite. It's just my face all the time, you guys, yeah. Hella depressed on the inside, yeah. I'm super depressed, but the outside, Trader Joe's Employee of the Month. Yeah. I have a face, if you saw me walking on the Golden Gate Bridge, you wouldn't stop me. But you should, okay? Check on me a little bit, all right? I am a straight. Sorry, did you just, that was weird. That's a weird reaction. I am a straight. I just really love musicals. So that's what gives you this, you know, this energy. I also grew up very religious. I walked out here 30 seconds ago. What religion do you guys think I was? Fuck you guys. Did you hear how I grew in confidence with each person? It was like the first person was like, I shouldn't say it out loud. If you say it 3 times, it's like Beetlejuice. It just grew, and the last person, it had like an inflection on it, like Mormon, you know, just, fuck you guys, I was Baptist, so. Yeah, I was super Baptist though. I was in charge of the absence club at my school, so pretty Mormon of me, yeah. I am a little bit sad. The reason I got into comedy, I want to make sure you guys know this about me, it's my story. The reason I started comedy is my brother was dying of cancer, and he had a bucket list and he wanted to try stand-up comedy. So we signed up for an open mic. When we got there, he's like, I'm way too tired, I can't do it, but you should still do some comedy. And it's the first set I ever did, and it's the only set he got to see me do before he passed away. And I'll never forget, like, it was a competition. I came in second my first time ever doing comedy. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And I ran off stage so excited, I ran to my brother. I was like, Kyle, what'd you think of my set, bro? And I'll never forget what my brother told me. He looked at me and he was like, maybe comedy isn't for everybody. I'm like, fuck you, dude, you know, like, I'm not gonna fight him, he has cancer, you know, but I wanted to. And it made me laugh, and that's the beauty of comedy, is it made me forget about all the dark shit going on in our lives, because he made me laugh. That's why I love comedy, and I knew he had my back. Like, if you have brothers, you know if he had said something meaningful and sweet, it would have been fake, you know, like the shit you do to your brothers is illegal to anybody else, okay? But he had my back, I had his. Like, before I did comedy, I was a waiter, and one day I sat a family of 4, and the daughter of the family was one of my brother's students at the local high school. And she's like, oh my God, you look just like my teacher, Mr. Shafer. And I was like, yeah, that's my brother, that's so cool. She's like, oh my God. And I walked away to get their drinks, and as I walked away, I heard the mom of the family go, ooh, what does Drew's brother look like? And the girl was like, he looks just like Drew, but his teeth are even more fucked up. I was like, what do you do? You know, like, I was like, it's true, you know, but like, what do? I was like, do I spin their drinks? Like, is that allowed? I don't know, like, I'm a nice Mormon adjacent man, you know, like, I can't spin their drinks and go to heaven, so I was like, okay, turn the other cheek like Jesus, and I brought the drinks to the table, and as I put them on the table, the mom looked at me and she said, I just want to say I'm sorry that your family was too poor to afford braces. I'm like, oh, I'll spin your drinks in front of you, I don't give a shit, what? I got bullied throughout school, and that was the meanest things anybody's ever said to me. I had no idea how to react. So before I could say or do anything, she was like, oh, we'll just take 4 cheeseburgers, thanks so much, sweetie, bye. And I walked away pissed off. My boss saw the look on my face, he's like, what'd they say to you? And I told him, he was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to this people. Oh my God, yes! Yes! Because like, he had just gotten out of prison for stabbing somebody. He served 7 years, there was a bar fight, he stabbed a dude, but he knew the owner, so he was back, you know? He said anything. He meant stab, you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell by how I'm imitating stabbing. I don't know how to stab somebody, okay? The only stabbing I've ever seen is in the musical West Side Story. You know that when they go to the Rumble, it's like snap, snap, kick, stab. Like, you can't 5, 6, 7, 8, you know? Like, they're gonna dodge it. you know? So I was like, what can I do? And I realized that our computer system had a button called Open Gratuity. And if you hit that, they had to tip whatever percent you typed in. So that day, they tipped me 50%. Thank you, yeah. And I looked at the boss and he gave me a big thumbs up. I was like, oh, prison rules, bitch, let's go! And I print the check and I bring it to the table and Dad picks it up and he sees the burgers, sees the drinks, and then he sees the gratuity and he goes, no, this is way too expensive. And I looked at the daughter and I said, I'm sorry that your family is too poor to afford burgers. Waited. He's like, I want to see your manager. And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna stab you, oh my God. I'm gonna see a real one. This is gonna be the best day ever. And we walked to my manager's office, and as we're walking closer, I go, it's them. And he nodded like he knew. And the guy goes, what's this open gratuity you're trying to charge? And my boss, without missing a beat, looked at him and said, oh, that? That pays for dental insurance for our employees. I was like, this is better than stabbing, oh my God. And the guy's like, if you're pulling this bullshit, we're never coming back. And my boss is like, good, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Yeah, and I never saw him in that restaurant ever again. Yeah, you can cheer for that, yeah. Unfortunately, life is funny. I did see them one more time in my life. 2 weeks before my brother died, we were at Walmart picking up a prescription for him, and in line was the family. And I was like, Kyle, those are the people, those are the ones who said we had fucked up teeth. My brother's like, I got this. And I was like, oh my God, what's he gonna do? Like, is he gonna give him cancer? Like, is he gonna cough on him? I don't know how it works, okay? I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens. And he walked over, and he was nice to them. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm not teaching anymore. I don't think I'm gonna make it to next school year. I love your kids, I hope they do better next year. And I was like, what? And he walks back to me, I'm like, how could you be nice to the rudest people I've ever met? And I'll never forget what my brother told me. He said, you need to learn to forgive people because life is short. And I was like, yeah. I was like, for you?